This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars upon the earth, the stress of nations, with perplexity, and the seas raging on. And this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 9, and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars and people of the world. This is the book of Mark. It's the book of St. Mark 3 and verse 23. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to verse 24 and through verse 25. This is the book of Mark 3 and verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Mark 3 and verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Barakathum to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, and the name Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash, the Holy Tongue. And Shalom to the elders, Wa'akim Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom once again. And this is a news article from ArabNews.com, and it reads, from Ukraine and Syria to Sudan and Gaza, a new era of violence, conflict unfolds. It says over a quarter of all battle deaths in the past 33 years occurring in the period between 2021 and 2023. One report documented roughly 190 different state-based conflicts involving 95 countries since 1990. And this was published by Junima Kamas from ArabNews.com, if I pronounce his name right. And this was updated on July the 1st, 2024. It says, a recent conflict trend analyst has confirmed that with each passing year, the world has steadily growing and more violent. The last 3 years, in particular, have emerged as the most tumultuous in 3 decades, painting a concerning picture of escalating global unrest. Last year, there was an alarming surge in worldwide state-based conflicts, hitting a high, hitting a high not since 1946. According to the Peace Research Institute, the Oslo Conflict Trends, a global overview of 2023, alone saw an unprecedented 59 conflicts, marking it one of the most violent years since the end of the Second World War II. It says the report analyzes global conflict trends from 1946 to 2023, aiming to enhance the policymakers' understanding of their operational context. Siri as Rusta, research professor at the Prior and lead writer of the report, saying it found indicating that the conflict's landscape is becoming more complex and with more actors involving in each country. The report documented approximately 190 different state-based conflicts involving 95 countries since 1990. The deadliest conflict in recent memories highlighted the Rustad, including the Tigray War in Ethiopia and the violence in Syria, with the death tolls each by most estimating exceeding 300,000. Conflicts in Afghanistan is thought to have more than 230,000 deaths, while the war between Russia and Ukraine is estimated to have aimed at 170,000 lives so far. With it becoming the largest conflict, there are often not as deadly, with the 2 longest in the FARC insurgents in the Colombia and the Israel-Palestine conflict, she told Arab News. While the civil war in Afghanistan spanned the past 3 decades, and there were high fatalities during the Pacific periods, including when the armed troops withdraw. So I'm gonna read all the rest of that. Read that again. This is the book of Mark 3 verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Mark 3 verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. This is the book of Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars upon the earth, the distress of nations for perplexity and the seas raging roaring. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. 2nd Esdras 15 verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. 2nd Esdras 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying, even though this is from an analyst from the past wars been increasing, throughout the generations and throughout the years, as there was a statistic from an analyst who wrote this news article from 1946 all the way into 2023 of the wars that have been taking place with the Russia-Ukraine situation, what's been going on in Ethiopia, what's been going on in Sudan, and what's been taking place in Syria, Sudan, Gaza. The conflict's been increasing ever since then, and that's a prime example of us seeing the uproars and the people in the world, distress of nations for perplexity, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So throughout the generations of years from 1946 to 2023, it's been increasing. So it's going to increase more and more and more, as I bring out those scriptures. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying of this recent news article from ArabNews.com. And it reads, from Ukraine and Syria to Sudan and Gaza, a new era of violence and conflict unfolds. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Akarkadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash, the whole tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf once more. Until next time, I will say Shalom.